Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Before I start this listening video, I would like to pay a rich tribute to one of my friends in Indian Punjab, Raman Sharma. Well, actually, I came across Raman's video on YouTube. And what I like about him is his energy level. Whenever you watch his video, he's a wonderful Ielts trainer in Indian Punjab. So his energy level is very high and he energizes his students in a great way. That is what I love about him. On the other hand, his channel is in Punjabi. And for Punjabi people, it becomes sometimes confusing to understand Ielts in English. Because at times Punjabi people, like I'm Punjabi as well, we do have a very basic level of English, that's why. So Raman teaches in Punjabi, and I would rather say his way of teaching is quite magical. He simplifies all these things, and it's a good luck for me that he is now one of my friends. We are in touch with the help of WhatsApp. We often talk to each other, we send messages to each other. So I would say Raman is a wonderful teacher, and a great hello to you, Raman Sharma. Keep it up like this, and may you get more progress. And I am planning to visit India. Let's see. Whenever I visit India, I'm going to visit him as well. So let's take a start, guys. We've got Ielts listening, section 1. And remember, in section 1 and section 4, you should try to get 20 by 20. Because section 1 and section 4, they are one word only. Sometimes no more than 2 words, but mainly one word only. Sentence completion. In section 1 and section 4, you always get sentence completion. So there are more chances to get correct answers. The first thing. Second, section 2 is not complicated. There are only 4 types of questions which are important in section 2. Number 1, multiple choice, where out of 3 options you select 1. Number 2, multiple choice, where out of 5 you select 2. Number 3, maps. And number 4, matching, where there are the comments, you have to match them with the questions. But part 3 is mainly for multiple choice questions. In the last exam, a student told me even there were multiple choice questions in part 4. Total 20 multiple choice questions in one Ielts listening test. Right? So part 3 is for multiple choice questions. Along with that, we have matching type of questions. And part 4, mainly it is for one word only. Right? So whenever you practice, monitor your performance in each part of Ielts as well. In part 1, I have 10 correct answers. In part 2, I have 7 correct answers. In part 3, I have this number. In part 4, I've got this number. So this is how you guys can improve further as well. Now, we take a start. We are going to solve this test. We will do all 40 questions. Try to understand. If you understand all 40 questions and you find the answers in the audio, you'll get 9 band. Not difficult. Because now over the years, as you know, every week I try to solve a new test with you. Then I teach online classes. Then I focus what is it that they want. And I have understood the mindset of the examiner. So I will tell you that, but it isn't magic. It isn't that in one class I teach you all the techniques and then you are getting 9 band. No, you need practice. You need to go on because in each test they have different wording, they have other synonyms. So you need to practice a lot of tests. But when you practice, like we are going to solve one test together. When you solve the test on your own, independently, then you got to follow the same techniques. The one I'm going to follow here. So let's take a start. City transport lost property inquiry. When you say city transport, lost property inquiry, transport, lost property inquiry. If in the bus, subway or train you lose something or something is lost, so most definitely they have a department. In our countries, gavachi te gayi. You'll not find it. But there, if for example you forget your mobile in the train, and someone finds it and gives it to the lost property department, so it's that department. Now imagine there's going to be a person who has lost something, right? And that person is going to call that inquiry department and will talk about the thing or the item which that person has lost. So it's going to go on like that. Let's take a start. Example is given, but now they have removed the example. In the past, they used to play example audio first and then again they used to play that, but now they've finished it all. It'll start directly. First they will give you half minute to read questions 1 to 5 or 1 to 4, and then the audio will start. In actual exam, audio will go on continuously, but I have cut the audios, so I will play it one by one, right? Yeah. Okay, test number 5, and this is Cambridge Official Guide to Ielts, the test you are carrying now, Cambridge Official Guide to Ielts, and it's test number 5. So let's take a start. City transport, lost property. Description of main item. Okay, now description of main item, what is that? On above they have mentioned suitcase. Can you see that? Yes. Suitcase is already mentioned. Okay. So they say description of main item, black with thin dash strips. Black is the color of suitcase with thin dash strips. Now thin is adjective. With thin, and strips is already mentioned. Strips is a noun. So it can be, for example, thin, narrow strips or thin black strips. It can be a color or it can be another adjective, right? Now listen, the word thin. Will you please underline this word? Thin. What is the synonym of thin? Just write there narrow. Narrow. Thin and narrow. As we are talking about strips, have you seen the bag with the strips? Right? So, thin dash strips. Now, just focus the word narrow. Narrow they are going to use for thin. And whatever they say after narrow, that will be your answer. Very simple. Let's see.
You will hear a phone conversation in which a woman talks to a public transport official about something she has lost.
Hello, City Transport Lost Property. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm calling about a suitcase I lost yesterday. I don't suppose I'll get it back, but I thought I'd try.
Well, some people do hand lost items in, so you might be lucky. Let's put the details into the computer.
Okay.
Right, so let's start with a description of the suitcase.
Okay, well, it's small, and it's the type you can pull along on wheels.
How about the colour?
Yes, it's black, but not exactly plain black. It has some narrow stripes down it, sort of grey. Actually, no, they're white, now I think about it.
Okay.
Narrow stripes, sort of grey. No, they are white. They are white. Now, they means for stripes, they use the word they. Try to understand this thing. For stripes, they've used the word they are white. First she said grey, and then she denied herself. No, they are white. They are white means the stripes are white. For example, if I say shoelaces, I've got shoelaces and these are black shoelaces. No, they are green. They are green means shoelaces are green. This is called referencing. Instead of using the noun, they use a pronoun sometimes, right? So this is very, very common in IELTS reading as well as in IELTS listening. I play this audio again.
You will hear a phone conversation in which a woman talks to a public transport official about something she has lost.
Hello, City Transport Lost Property. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm calling about a suitcase I lost yesterday. I don't suppose I'll get it back, but I thought I'd try.
Well, some people do hand lost items in, so you might be lucky. Let's put the details into the computer.
Okay.
Right, so let's start with a description of the suitcase.
Okay, well, it's small, and it's the type you can pull along on wheels.
How about the colour?
Yes, it's black, but not exactly plain black. It has some narrow stripes down it, sort of grey. Actually, no, they're white, now I think about it.
Okay.
All right, they are white. So they is for stripes. Okay, now let's go on. Other items. A set of dash keys. Key is chabi. And set of dash keys. Now it can be home keys. it can be office keys, it can be shop keys, or whatever, right? Now, please underline the word set off. And from set off, we understand keys is already plural. So for set off, they might use the word bunch off. You know, we've got the guchha, chabiyon ka guchha. Set of keys, we can call it bunch of keys, we can call it anything like that, okay? Now, actually, answer is going to be the purpose of the keys. For example, a bunch of home keys. A bunch of home keys means a set of home keys. So, answer will be home, because set of is already there and keys is already written. So, just focus bunch of, and whatever they say after bunch of, that will be your answer. Let's see.
Now, were there any items inside it?
Yes, I had a big bunch of keys in there. Luckily, my assistant manager has an identical set, so she's going out this morning to get some copies made.
So, therefore, your office...
That's right. My house keys were in my pocket, thank goodness.
My house keys were in my pocket. अभी 2 बज गए, लेकिन ये होता है 4 बजे के बाद. मेरे साथ भी हो जाता है, लेकिन 4 बजे के बाद नहीं. जब रोज़ा फुल जोबन पे होता है ना, फिर दिमाग काम करना छोड़ देता है. फिर तो बाज़ मैं अपने बच्चों से पूछता हूँ, बेटा मेरा नाम क्या है? फिर वो बताते हैं आप असद याकूब हैं. Okay, don't worry. So my home keys were in my pocket. Home keys were in my pocket. So how could she lose them? So basically the answer is office, only office. You will not write office keys, you will write only office, because it's one word and or a number. I forgot to read that. All clear to everybody? Okay, good. Let's go on. Some documents, a dash in a box. Now she would say, something like that, okay? A dash in box, maybe a mobile in box or any other item, and she would say, I haven't even unboxed it, or I didn't even open the box of it. So there is some item which is in the box and bichari ka wo bhi gum ho gaya.
Anything else?
There were a lot of documents, but they're saved on my laptop anyway, so they don't matter so much. But the thing I'm really worried about, I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, is a camera I just bought.
Is a camera I just bought. I have not taken it out of the box, right? So it's a camera. So answer is camera. Good. Camera or camera. Okay, question number 4. Very simple. A blue dash. Now something that is blue. Very, very simple. With blue they will say. And the lady is confused already. Yeah, she might say black. No, blue. Something like that. So whatever blue in color, that is the answer. For example, blue jacket, right? If she says, I had a black coat there as well, that will not be your answer. And along with the coat, I had my blue jacket. Jacket will be answer. So let's see.
I see. Well, let's hope we can find it for you. Was there anything else?
I don't think so.
Any credit cards?
They were in my handbag, and I had my passport inside my jacket pocket.
Money? Clothing? Any personal items?
Let me think. I had an umbrella. It was black. No, blue. But obviously that isn't as important as the other things.
No.
I had an umbrella, black, no, blue. Okay? So, blue is already written. Answer is umbrella. How do you spell umbrella? U-M-B-E-R? Okay. All right. वो ना कभी कभार हमारा रोज़ा 8 पैरा हो जाता है ना, फिर मुश्किल हो जाता है. U-M-B-R-E-L-L-A. Umbrella. Okay, we pronounce it as umbrella, not umbrella. Umbrella. Okay, good. So far so good? Yeah, let's go on. Journey details. Now, very simple. Date and time. What is mentioned? Time is mentioned. What is missing? Date is missing. Okay, so very simple. And whenever it comes to writing the date, you can use any format. For example, if the date is 10th April, you can write 10th, TH, and April. Or you can write 10 without TH and April. Or you can write April 10. right? In all ways, this is right. So let's see what's the date. Question number 5.
Anyway, I just need to ask you for some basic details about your journey. So it was yesterday, was it?
That's right. In the afternoon. Around 2 p.m. Maybe 2:30.
Okay, so that'd be May the 13th.
Yes. I was...
That would be May the 13th. So now you will not write May the 13th because the is a word. If you write May the 13th, your answer will be wrong. You will write May 13, 13 May, and 13 with TH is still one number. It's not a word, it's a number. So you can write with TH, without TH, your answer will be right.
Heading to Highbury. That's where I live.
Okay. Now, next question number 6. Basic route or route. Caller travelled from the dash to Highbury. Dash to Highbury means like from one location to another one. For example, from Lahore to London. Right? So, from dash to Highbury. Let's see from where to Highbury.
All right, and you mentioned a passport, I think. So you were coming from the airport, I presume?
Yes. And I was looking forward to getting home so much, and what with being tired and everything, I think that's why I just forgot about the case.
Okay, travelling from or coming from airport. Many of you missed it. Please listen to it. I started from number 5.
Anyway, I just need to ask you for some basic details
It's
about
number
your
5.
journey. So it was yesterday, was it?
That's right. In the afternoon. Around 2 p.m. Maybe 2:30.
Okay, so that'd be May the 13th.
Yes. I was heading to Highbury. That's where I
was
live.
heading to Highbury. That's where I live. Now, where was she coming from? She said, I was heading to Highbury, where I live. Now, listen.
All right, and you mentioned a passport, I think. So you were coming from the airport, I presume?
Yes. And
Okay, you are coming from the airport, I presume. Yes. So, from airport to Highbury. Answer is airport. And airport is one word. You will not write it air and port. It's one word, okay? Now, let's go on. Mode of travel. Very simple mode of travel. Chingchi karaya, Chandgadi karai, whatever. Mode of travel. Caller thinks she left the suitcase in a dash. In a car, in a bus, in a. It's going to be mode of travel, right? A vehicle is going to be the answer. So, let's see.
And how were you travelling when you lost your property? I mean, what kind of transport were you using?
I thought about getting the train, but that would have meant a bus journey as well, and I couldn't be bothered. So I decided to take a taxi eventually. That's where I must have left it.
I decided to take a taxi and that's where I must have left it. And she talked about train journey and bus also. But that is not what she took, okay? Alright, answer is taxi. T-E-X-I. Thank you. Okay, you are back now. Personal details. Name. Lisa is given, last name is missing. So if last name is unusual, they will spell it for you. If the name is normal, for example, Lisa Julie or any other name, then they will not spell it. But they usually spell the names.
Well, I need your personal details now. Can I have your full name, please?
Yes, it's Lisa Doherty. I'll spell that for you. It's D-O-C-H-E-R-T-Y.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so how do you spell? D-O-C-H-E-R-T-Y. Very good. Lisa Doherty, D-O-C-H-E-R-T-Y. Address. Question number 9. 15A dash road. RD stands for road. So answer is going to be the name of the road. And then they have mentioned Highbury. Okay, so answer will be the name of road.
And next, if I could have your address, the best address to send you the property if we manage to locate it.
Sure. It's number 15A, River Road. And that's Highbury, as I said.
All right, 15A, River road. Like, we have Ravi road, they have river road, okay? All right, question number 10, phone number. Very simple, and there is no code. Sometimes they give you half number, and half number they expect you to write. So in that case, you will only write the remaining half. For example, Pakistan code +92. They write +92, and then, like, sometimes when you log on to WhatsApp first time, they already give you the country code, and then you have to write the number. So if they give you half number, then you will write the remaining half. But over here, they have not given anything, so you will write complete number with the code and everything.
There's just one final thing. That's your phone number.
I guess my mobile would be best. Hang on. I can never remember my own number. OK, I've got it. It's 07979 605 437.
Okay? Yes, so 07979605437. O is actually 0. Right? Whenever in numbers they say O, you write O or you write 0, it will be the same. Okay? So don't worry. All right. So far so good. Yes, one thing, 0 and O can make the difference in computer delivered dials. Because in computer delivered dials, when you see the keyboard, on keyboard O and 0, they are separate. So there you have to be careful about it, right? Okay, thank you.